Hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns! So today, we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard EU Weekly Race. So on commentary, we will have New IT Guy and this Natasha, and on tracking, we will have Beaton Ainsley and Deadly Thunder. So thanks everyone, and have a great race.
Hey, hey.
Morning.
Good morning. Morning, you. Yeah. How's it going, UIT guy?
I am exhausted.
Yeah, we were both up watching the NA restream last night. It was
NA restream into 2 out of the 3 World Cup matches and sleeping for 2 hours.
Nice. Okay, well, I definitely got more sleep than you. So, well, one of us is awake and one of us is good at logic. So hopefully together it won't be too bad.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so today we have Ryu Kane versus Floosh. Yeah, two big runners. So super exciting. And looks like we're starting as Child. We already have the Shadow Medallion, and our song is Song of Storms. Nice. That's a nice one to start off with.
Yep. After we found out last night, Song of Storms is very powerful, very early.
Yeah. So we are doing entrance randomizer today. So just to recap on the settings, we have vanilla spawns, open forest, open deku. Kikiri sword is not shuffled; it's in its vanilla location. So actually, given that we're starting as a child, we'll probably be getting the sword pretty quickly. And then the big one is we have simple dungeon entrance randomizer. So our dungeons are going to be randomized. The entrances are going to be randomized today, and that creates some interesting logic, which I'm sure we'll find as the seed goes on.
Right.
Oh, we also have required only. That's one of the things I missed. So This one's a little complex. It's only locations or items are required to meet the goal will be guaranteed to be logically accessible. So it might mean that there'll be some areas which are just not logically accessible at all. That one took me a while to wrap my head around. If you see Ruto's in ice entrance, leave.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some interesting ones.
Yeah, doesn't matter where it's at. Just if you see Ruto, just leave.
Mine's still Gerudo train. Gerudo Fortress, horseback archery. That's still my Achilles heel. As for any of the emulator runners, it's a bit of a pain. We should probably say with entrance randomizer as well, that does count for the entrances that do not have a stone or a medallion. So that counts for GTG, Ice Cavern, and Bottom of the Well are also randomized. So
yeah, dungeons and mini dungeons, or whatever you want to call the alternatives.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting because you think about Bottom of the Well that you can only get into it by going through the crawl space, but the crawl space is actually only available after you enter into the dungeon. Yeah, so adult Link can get into the dungeon which is inside of Bottom of the Well. So
yeah, that confused me yesterday until I looked. I'm like, wait a second, where's the crawl space at?
Yeah, I remember. That's why I was thinking about it just now from a conversation yesterday. But yeah, it's afterwards. So you have to drain the well, right? As child,
and then go adult, possibly, or depending on what dungeon it is.
Depending on what it is, yeah. So yeah, there's some interesting fun. Shadow in Jabu from last week. That's a no. It's just a no.
Yeah, that's just a hard no, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. So Jabu entrance you can only reach as child. So whatever's in Jabu,
you can only do as adult. Or Shadow you can only do as adult.
Yeah, that's
Boy,
that is a hard no. So get in, get out. Play something, go somewhere else. All right. Well, I wonder what people do. What Ryu and Floosh will do to start off with.
It's vanilla spawns, right?
Right, and it looks like it's child.
I mean, I'm terrible at broken stick strats, so I'm going straight for that Kokiri sword because I know it's there, and then do Child, Kokiri Forest, Midos, all that good stuff. And then check what Deku Tree is.
Yeah, you can get the Storm's Grotto in Kokiri Forest as
Oh yeah,
well.
that's true. Yeah, you usually can't get
Mhm.
that early.
Yeah, which
That's
is really
two hint
nice.
stones that you're going to get because there's one outside, one inside.
Yeah, definitely. And then I guess you can make your way over to Kakariko, depending on what you find in Kokiri Forest, but then you could check Bottom of the Well entrance, pick up a few songs on the way. Actually, you can get through a few songs here, and
I mean, technically, you can minus the song. You can actually still do like the full CAC loop that you would as an adult. I mean, it's less efficient because you have to abandon the song check, but you can do Man on Roof from the tower as a
yeah,
child.
with that side hop right from
Yeah.
there.
So I mean, if you wanted to route it that way, you could. I mean, it's not as powerful though because we don't know where ZL is at yet. I'd probably go to Lon Lon before I went to CAC, to be honest, just on the off chance ZL's sitting out there at Epona's song.
Yeah, as you're lucky if you get ZL, then you can get what's in the grave, Composer's grave.
It makes Composer's Grave a little more worth.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can check the the torches in Composer's Grave as well if you do the trick, but that'll obviously be out of logic.
Okay, looks like we got the timer going, so we're going to be starting in here in 25 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see what magic the seed gives us today.
Oh, I'm expecting some hot garbage.
No. 3 hours or less. 3 hours or less. Come on.
No.
4 hours. 5 hours.
Yes, 4 hours. We want 4
I've got to
hours.
pick someone up from the airport today, so maybe not too long.
Fair enough.
All right, here we go with this Kokiri Forest start.
I wonder if Mido will provido for us today.
Mido's going to provido, I believe.
He provided love. We get love from Mido.
Mido, you let me down. Oh my goodness.
Look how much love he just gave everyone.
I mean, I guess. So you can get to those magic 5 hearts, right? So that you're able to survive.
Right, Fire Temple.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You just need one more piece of heart, and then you got 5 hearts. You're good.
Yeah.
Rest of the seed. You don't need to farm any more hearts.
Oh god, it looks like both runners are not going for that Kokiri sword.
I mean, you have 10 sticks. That's plenty to beat Goma.
Right? Yeah.
You need 1 and like 3 Deku Nuts to do it correctly.
And neither of them went for the Storm Grotto either. Although Floosh is still, in the area, but yeah, Ryu got out of there quickly.
I did not see what that 30 hint was.
No, me neither. 30 is Rang.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, chat. And that's a bomb bag.
Was that bombs on Skull Kid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's quite some these are both always hints, right? So okay, all right, there we go.
Is Skull Kid in always? I think
oh no, Skull Mask is, but
yeah,
not Skull Kid. Just update my own tracker here. Okay, well that's some fun to start off with. I guess we'd be catching skulls, and it's going to be a little bit harder to catch skulls without that boomerang. So, Right, so Floosh has the info, but Ryu doesn't write about that. But he's getting skulls anyway, so that's good.
I mean, I think in any seed, you
pick up those early
you pick
ones,
up at
right?
least 10.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a prelude, so it's some easy way back to the Temple of Time, which is helpful for when you're a child. As we got vanilla spawns, Adult Link will always go back to the Temple of Time if you'll do a save quit on the overworld. Water Temple to Spirit. Okay, Water Temple to Lisa Spirit. So we know that Spirit is a medallion, but we haven't had a pedestal check yet, so we'll find out the rest. Yeah, that does mean that that child spirit is impossible if Water Temple is in Spirit, because you can't get into the Water Temple as a child, right? So whatever is in the child side is is dead.
That is correct.
Oh, a Water Temple is the entrance to Spirit, it's not path. All right, sorry, I misunderstood that. Yeah. Oh, and now Ryu's getting that information about the 30 gold dollars.
And 5 hearts is completed.
Woohoo! I wonder if Ryu's gonna get that Storm Grotto now.
Looks like it.
And we're gonna find out what Saria's song has on Flush's side as well.
I knew it.
Nice. And a few more hint stones now. Colossus's left hand was something, and why are these people? And a huge rupee and the fairy outside. I can't read that fast. All right, maybe we'll have another chance on Ryu's side. Did Ryu get the get Malon's song in Long Long Ranch? No, that was Prelude. Yeah, that was Prelude. Sorry, my brain's catching up. Death Mountain. Oh, is that DMT or DMC to Phantom Ganon? DMC, we think.
It looked like DMC.
Okay, cool. And it's difficult to get a lot of checks on Death Mountain or in Death Mountain Crater right now, but I guess you can do the hole in the wall. You could at least peek the one at the top, but yeah, it's not very easy to get there right now. Not very easy routable location at the moment. Would you be going for those Skull Kid bombs, new IT guy? Oh, I think I'd be considering it.
No, not yet.
Okay, I would go. Maybe it's just me then. I just want to get bombs.
We don't have
super
Starry
fast.
songs, so you can't get the bombs.
Ah, yes, of
On Skull
course.
Kid, not Mask.
I thinking about Mask again. It's like, ugh. Yeah, you're quite right.
I would love to go for bombs, but
Yeah, I guess as soon as you find that Saria song, then that's the thing you're doing.
wait, let's go carry 4 is foolish. Right. Yeah, that is. I think that's actually what that was.
Great, thank you for our Vanilla Child Spawn. Lake Hylia, Zora's River to Baronade, Kikiri Forest Foolish, Biggerin is a Deku stick? Deku something? Deku Shield.
Yeah, that was Den's. That was a Den's head. The last one was Den's.
Oh! Okay, I definitely read that wrong.
No, the last one on the end, I'm almost positive said Den's fire.
Amazing. No, I believe you. I can capture about 4 words when these runners are going, so...
Vanilla Slingshot.
That was Vanilla Slingshot. Oh yeah, Lake to Queen Goma. Lake to Queen Goma. It's hookshot. Oh. I mean, we have a slingshot, so it's got to be something else. Got to be for the entrance. Stone Spirit, nice. Yeah, that's exactly what you said earlier. All right, and first adult stage for Ryu. So play a minuet straight away, so we can get another song. We have the minuet and Saria's flip. No. Serenade, and I guess is he? No. Okay. Back to prelude. Interesting. This Ryu setting time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Flush also picking up Serenade. I guess we're going to see a cat loop now, as soon as we've found no other items. Neither of them checked the bottom of the world entrance. I guess it would be a little bit out of the way, and it's nice to route in all of these sort of, early checks. No, I was wrong. This is a river check. We had a river path, did we?
We had
No,
Lake.
not you. Lake, you're right. Yeah, Lake to Goma. Okay, all right, interesting. I thought he was going to be heading to Kakuga.
Mm-hmm. No, you do river.
River to Baronade, nice. Yeah, there was a river path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't mark it down. And you can at least get all of these checks, if not logically, but by some fancy jumping. So. I don't think we saw anything on the smaller ledge yet. And Flush is doing what I thought Ryuken was going to do, which is head to Kakariko and do the Kakariko checks. Is it up here at the top of river? Hello. Okay. So that's strength. And strength. All right, strength. And that was Zora's River was to Baronade, and says we found a strength. And the Zora's River to Baronade hintstone in Zora's River. Thank you, game. Was that fire arrows? No, light arrows on Man on Roof. That's you know, useful.
No light arrow hunt today.
It's okay. We had our fun with that this week. Only once per week. No. Oh, you can have light arrow fun every day. Another. Oh, actually, I think that was Death Mountain Trail for Phantom Ganon. Is this the thing that we're waiting for? Okay, I mean, I guess. However, that feels like a bit, you know, harder logic to get that bomb to be to the bottle to be on the way to Baronade. Yeah. You never found the light arrows. I gave them to some hobo on the roof. Yes, exactly. All right, we're checking 40 and 50 hints. So I missed the 50, but the 40 looked like it was a piece of heart. Yeah, there's a bomb bag on Skull Kids, so we have no Sarias there at the moment, and not able to check a song here because we don't have Zelda's Lullaby yet. So we're hunting. Oh no, there is. So Saria's song was in. Was the Song of Storms check? Okay, all right. I missed that one. I was paying attention to you.
Okay,
so we
so
can
logically
get
we
bag.
know that is in logic.
Mm-hmm.
For Strength 1 and River. Once he does that. That looks like he's playing foolish.
Like clean up a lot of the you know, sort of the checks you have in this kind of standard route, and then go and pick up the bombs from Skull Kid. I'm sure these runners will route in a bunch of other checks on the way to doing that.
Yep. Shadow is beatable without Dens as long as there's nothing in the... as long as there's no keys or anything in the spiked wall room.
Yeah, you've got to take the spike wall room out, the room before the manager room with Dins. Otherwise, yeah. And obviously, it depends on where Shadow is. I guess if it's in its original location, then you need Dins to get in. But otherwise,
yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, you might just get unlucky. Gunpei's giving us some health and just health. Okay. At least a heart container. Yeah, that's good. That's useful.
Yep.
You just want the ice Jabu seed. Well, I mean, there's still time. There is still time for ice Jabu.
Yes, this is entrance rando.
Mm-hmm. Child ice is great for science. I think my brain might break, but yeah, we'll get through.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is dungeon entrance rando, beatable only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fire arrow entrance is banned. I've tried fire arrow entrance a few times. It's a tricky one. Yeah, that makes sense. It's where you use fire arrows to light the torches on the entrance to Shadow Temple. You can do it. You have to be very fast and very accurate and quick with your jumps and lining things up to get all of the torches lit within the time before they will go out. So it is possible. I've done it with many save states, but not without save states. So yeah, if you see anyone do it, it's quite
look,
quite
it's
impressive.
a bomb bag that we totally didn't know about.
Oh my gosh! Okay, brand new information. So it was allowed. The fire entrance was allowed in the multi-world tournament. Ugh.
Is that a foolish Shadow Temple? Believe that's what I just saw was Foolish Shadow.
Well, that's good news. Oh yeah, I've got foolish. Yeah, I've got foolish forest also on my list. Yeah, required. Oh yeah, we got 30 skulltulas is the boomerang.
The seeds problem, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't have that. We have a few items. We don't have that many. We got strength on Ryu's sides, and Flush has got a bomb. So a few things have opened up because we've got those. We got that now, but yeah, it's taking a little longer to get going. With the strength,
it's probably going to mirror something similar to last night. We're probably not going to see a full dungeon.
Yeah.
Unless it's like bottom of the well or something until about an hour in anyway.
Yeah, and I'm with you. Team Bioshield. I'm a Team Bioshield. So we were Death Mountain Trail, right, to Phantom Ganon. So there should be something here. I missed what was on the top of Dodongos. That was a hook shot. Okay, well,
Hello, GG.
that'll probably do it. Right. GTG entrance to Shadow. Oh, is it GTG Bongo? Yeah, GTG Bongo, yeah. Or GT, was that path or was that entrance? No, not the entrance. Okay, Forest Temple is Ice Cabin.
This is fun.
I mean, you have a bottle, right? And it was empty.
Ocarina of Time teaches Requiem.
Okay, I mean, that might just mean we have a nice trip around the wasteland, which is foolish, but I mean, it only has one thing in it anyway, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, it's a hook.
Ryu did just buy a shield, yeah. And we had Dodongo's Cavern to bottom of the well as an entrance. That's not too bad. That's good he entered in as a kid because now he can get through a bunch of this. Flush has bombs, so he can actually do quite a lot of this. Shame with no Zelda's Lullaby yet, but...
My stream just went hardcore update there. I boarded like 10 seconds. I was like, wait a second, what just happened?
The runners are just really that fast.
I mean, I wish I was that fast.
Right?
I mean, it is nice that you can check a bunch of this stuff. It kind of sucks that you don't have ZL, though.
Right. Yeah, I did that peek that he just did on the right-hand side before the door. I've not done that one before, so it was a good one. That I always find it a little bit tricksy to see through.
Right.
I don't think there was anything down there. So we have no scale at the moment, but you can still dive underneath that thing with the Link's default diving level. The bottom of the world doesn't seem to be giving us much at the moment.
Nope.
Ryu getting there with the skulls, the 3. So, I mean, it's, getting there. There's not been many skulls to get at the moment, has there? No, with no boomerang and only just getting a hook shot. The skull count is probably going to increase pretty quickly after this.
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. The path for it being the hook shot. So obviously you always think that you need a hook shot to get into Forest Temple, but what do you need for it with actually in the dungeon? You need it for the entrance, but once you're in the dungeon, what else do you need it for?
If you want to shortcut the vines.
Yeah, not logically.
That's actually it, I think.
Right. So it's like
and collecting skulls, yes.
Yeah. So I guess a hook shot would put skull collection in if there was anything on 10 and 20, but not directly relevant to. Well, it could be for the Forest Temple. But yes, we know where the Forest Temple is. I don't think we know yet.
Not to my knowledge.
No. Are we doing chickens?
I mean, it is only 4.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's half the requirement.
Yeah. Well.
Official PSA,
yeah.
We do not condone cuckoo abuse
or at least be very, very careful if you do so. That does not end well. This one, every single time. That would be the quality of life change that I would want, is that particular cuckoo does not move when you crack open the box.
Or we could just do one. Oh, there's another slingshot.
Oh, we're doing well for slingshots.
So we have 2 in logic slingshots.
We get to find out what's at the end of Ice Cavern.
Greg. Well.
And our entrance to the bottom of the bar.
We don't know if it's Greg or not.
You were close. And
Not
ZL
Greg.
was the reward, though. Oh, that is.
Ice required. We know Requiem is on Ocarina of Time. Ooh. That's nice. Okay, so well goes to Shadow Temple.
Yeah, that is nice. The water's already drained as well, right? So, and you have to get around to it. We don't know what our medallions are yet, do we?
Deadly, that is a good point.
Oh gosh, bottle does unlock the ZL. Where did we find that original bottle? We found the bottle in Zora's River. Zora's River is past the Baronade. Yeah, and we required the bottle to get to ice. Well, to do the ice fun in Ice Cavern. To get Zelda's Lullaby. Oh God.
Yep, vanilla Jabu can be a thing.
Yeah, vanilla Jabby could be. Don't know what the stats are, but at least in the entrance randos I've seen, there's often one that will still end up being vanilla. I don't think we have a command for dungeon entrances. We could do a recap though. We got Dodongo's Cavern is going to bottom of the well, and Forest Temple is going to Ice Cavern. Water Temple is going to Spirit. Bottom of the well is going to Shadow Temple. I missed any there? Dodongo's Cavern we know as well, right? Oh no, I said that already. I don't know if I missed any there.
I don't have anything written down that you don't.
Yeah, I'd be doing the notes today. Frogs 2 is a bow, okay. I mean, this is fun. Yes, we got 2 other chances to find bows. So hopefully there is another one there.
Is that Vanilla Rudos?
Was it Vanilla Rudos?
Bottom, right?
I have never seen that.
I have. I play Vanilla all the time. Pretty common,
yeah.
If you've
I haven't played Vanilla. I've played Vanilla like it's so long ago that there's some checks I just don't remember what they were originally. There's things like, where was this in the original game?
This isn't randomized, guys. We need to re-roll the setting.
So did Floosh just get a strength in Graveyard? Which check was that? I'm gonna guess that it was Dampe. Yeah, okay, it was Dampe digging. Okay, so we actually have access to a couple of strengths now because the other strength is in Zora's River,
which is accessible with a bomb bag and a chicken as child. So that's
right. Okay, so we got strength 2. No need for it in Spirit Temple because it doesn't look like. Well, we suspect because it doesn't look like Spirit is going to be as useful for us today.
So if we beat Morpha, you can hit the stone and drop the water. I don't think we have seen Frogs 1 yet.
No, we haven't seen Frogs 1 yet. Okay, and that's a path that I missed was GTG to Bongo Bongo. So, okay, so we don't... So at least we know that we've got to do Deku, Jabu, Forest,
Rippo,
and Shadow.
I said a double D's there in child fishing.
Nice. Oh yeah, and Fire Temple as well, sorry.
Okay, he's getting his bomb bag. Good stuff. Oh. Vanilla Jabu with Deku and Ice. Okay, well. Bomb Bag was on Skull Kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a nice bow one that we don't have to go and get Frogs 2 for.
Yeah, no worries. It's Burton. So Frogs 1 is Frogs in the Rain. So you go see Frogs in Zora's River and play the Song of Storms. So you'll get a check for that. And Frogs 2 is where you play all the non sort of what are it
Non-warp songs.
Thank you, that's the word, the non-warp songs. So Zelda's Lullaby,
Through
and
Song of Time.
Saria's and Sun Song, and so you play all of those, and the Frogs will give you another check for that. Yeah, so child songs. Yeah, so if you played those songs, then you'll get another item as well. Frogs 2 can be a P and A because it's quite tough to get all of those songs.
Technically, isn't to check the actual dumb song they make you play afterwards that you have to memorize? That's like 16 notes long. Isn't that the actual?
Oh yes, the last. Yeah, so there's a few good trackers which will give you that information. So if you, on the odd chances that you have to do Frogs 2, you can just follow the thing.
I have it written down, and I'm just like, okay, here we go. We're just gonna press these buttons.
Might be getting a Hyrule Castle Fairy check on Flush's side. Back of something is the Water Temple. We know where the Water Temple. Oh, actually, do we know where the Water Temple is?
That was Shadow.
Right.
I think, the back of the graveyard.
Yes.
And we actually aren't going to see it because Floshi doesn't have ZL yet. So he has no reason to go to that, to go check HG Fairy.
Oh yeah, of course. But we are getting Boulder of Destiny. Which is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, push all the buttons in this order, exactly. That's Frogs 2.
Yo. OGC Fairies then. So no strength for Yeet Rock.
It has time. Oh no, it doesn't have time.
Nope.
No, it doesn't, because we already have light arrows.
We have lights, yep.
Oh, rip. Okay.
So no casino for strength 3 for what you call it, Spirit Trial.
Yeah. Like the scrub settings when you can get into Ganon's.
Oh, light trial, thank you, not Spirit Trial.
Yeah. When you can get into Ganon's for the 4 scrubs which are underneath the bridge. Yeah.
I knew what I meant. I said the wrong thing.
We're getting some bug skulls. Bug skulls? Yeah. You can see how Ryu's doing with the skull counts. 8. Yeah, it's really tough with finding all the skull tullers without a boomerang.
We're getting Frogs 1 now.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I forget about this check so many times.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I see it's like exactly forgetting it would have been fine. Yeah, it is agony. All right, and Ryu's in bottom of the well with Zelda's Lullabies, so we'll see a few more of those checks that we weren't able to see previously. Flush gonna get his bottle here.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna see some more bottom of the well here.
Mm-hmm.
Since Ryu has ZL. He can actually full clear this.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see a bit more. Yeah, I wonder if Flush will find Ice Cavern. So Ice Cavern was in Forest Temple, so he'd still have a little bit to get to there to get CL. Oh, that's complicated, you know, especially as finding, because he is a child right now, the getting to that point when you're going to Forest Temple feels like it's a little bit off.
Yep. That's probably going to be required for Rudos. I doubt there's a, what you call
Yeah. It seems like a lot of this is kind of resting on this ice. You know, you finding the bottle, getting to ice, getting ZL, getting to bottom of the well, through the Dodongo's Cavern entrance, getting that scale, gets Rudo's letter. It's opening up. Hey, looks like Floosh is making it into ice, though. I don't know if he knows that this is ice. I don't know if he's dipped it before. I can't remember. But in any case, he's going to find out now. In UIT, guys, is that path satisfied then with Zora's River to Baronade? I don't actually know. Is Zora, because Zelda's Lullaby being in paths and is confusing. But it's
well,
seen as we
so ZL can't be the path.
Right, that's what I thought.
That's been out since like season 5. But I believe Bottle is what is the required
right
path. Yeah, bottle locks ZL, and neither one of those strengths lock each other, and that's the only two things there.
So it has to be.
Can't be the bow because we have a in logic bow.
Oh, it can't directly be hinted. Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
that makes
ZL
sense. But then it
scale
could be right.
For Rudos,
and then ZL gives
path.
us scale, and then that satisfies the path. Perfect.
Yep. We're satisfied.
This is a much easier than interior.
Yes, ZL is nice.
Interiors. Yeah, ZL is in ice. So I don't think there was anything else in ice, actually. I think that was it.
Scale is in bottom of the wall, behind ZL.
Yeah, so both our runners have been to bottom of the well, but only Ryu went with Zelda's Lullaby. So he managed to get the scale.
The strength that was found in River is strength 2 because Dompe digging is logical strength 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be the strength. The chest that had the scale was the chest before the dead hand room. When you have to drop the water level.
Yeah, so the water level's dropped, and it's just before you go through the cool space to the dead hand room.
He's thinking. That's what he's doing.
Is he wasting time?
Yeah, he's wasting time a day, so it can be nighttime. But this is probably the most amusing thing I've seen in a while.
Well, tech tides are awful.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, torturing no, well, maybe not. It's just winding it up a little bit is fine. Oh, there we go.
Shooting cuckoos with slingshots and nuts, and then toying with tech tides. This is definitely a very interesting.
Yeah, we need a disclaimer for today.
Yeah. No animals and/or animal-like creatures were hurt in the making of this episode.
No, exactly. You can get those ice keys though. That's allowed.
Right. General Hayes, I would love to see the Tektite just get dizzy and explode like the eyeballs.
Another nice quality of life change we'd like to be added to Zuta. Well, I would be happy. Right, so Flush is gonna be disappointed and then happy with his 5 rupees, but then Zelda's Lullaby, and we'll see what he does next. He's been to bottom of the well, and maybe he'll make another trek back over there. Yeah. I think everyone's with you, Taros. Nobody likes those ice keys.
Who's up for key sanity? Anyone? No? Okay.
You open every chest that isn't a check is actually an ice keys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, even better. Because you get frozen by the ice trap and then you get potentially frozen again.
Yeah. It's strength 2 for Ryu, nice. So we haven't been to any location where that's helpful yet, but I'm sure we will visit one at one point. I know where Spirit seems unlikely, but GTG perhaps. D4. So Ryu checking the bottom of the well entrance, which is Shadow, right? Oh, we're designing key sanity here. We're like every check that's not a check is keys, is an ice keys.
We're enjoyers of fun.
Right. That sounds horrific. I can't remember who visited Lake. Was it Flush who was in Lake and got the info about Ruto's letter?
Yes.
Yeah, so Flush is aware about Ruto's letter being in Lake, but Ryu has the scale.
Technically, they've both been to Lake. I just don't think Ryu would know for fine where the ZL check is at.
Gotcha. Oh, yes, yeah, because he took the owl.
Or not the ZL, the CD entrance.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get the other strength now. So Ryu's got the strength too. So yeah, I wonder if he'll pop over to Lake. We also have Serenade, right? So it's... Oh, no, we know... Yeah, we do have Serenade. I marked the wrong one. Yep, easy bow too.
See what's in here. Thinking Bolero would be nice right now.
Bolero would be nice. It'd be a nice easy check to get another song as well. So you get 2. I guess you can run into Fire Temple.
And we can do flame storage on the way out too.
Mm-hmm. And run into Fire Temple and find out what that is.
Or Pony Song. Pony Song's fine too. We have a bottle. We have a bow. We can do big pose. Not a total voice.
Mm-hmm. At Bolero Fire Vanilla. So, yeah, okay. We did find Bolero Fire, just not on the stream that we thought we were going to find it. Getting closer to that frog's too, though.
Well, you need extra arrows to shoot Ganon with. One isn't enough, you need two.
It's a big chest in Forest Temple. Ooh, okay.
Those are
Hover
really
boots.
nice. Party forest. Bomb shoot balloon was nothing. Okay, does Richard continue to be the goodest boy?
Yes, go on, Richard. Have a hammer, I believe.
Deku stick upgrade.
Ah.
Wrong kind of sticks.
Still the goodest boy. Just, yeah. Nothing of use today. Yeah, sharp sticks. Floosh going through Forest Temple right now. It's required. We have to get the medallion that the Forest Temple is guarding, so he'll be stepping through this and has everything that he needs to do it. See if we find anything else. Whilst Ryu gets that bottle. And it is Rudo's ladder.
That was one of the quality of life changes I do like.
What's that?
Not having to guess which bottle model is
yeah,
just
that
turning it
helps. You can see
sideways.
it. Right. Yes. And it'll give us the information as well of what's in Jabu. Because we don't actually know where Jabu is yet, do we?
Nope.
So we could be vanilla.
But we
here.
are suspecting vanilla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not many more options now. Yeah, she has quite some skill there.
That is quite the throwing arm, I will admit. Thinking about that is quite a feat for her. I have to learn that waterfall drop.
I do this waterfall drop. It's the when we were talking yesterday about like those moments that make you feel like a god gamer. This is the one trick I can do, and I'm like, oh yeah. But only when the rupees fall in certain
the other
way.
direction. Like I can do the light the torch, do flame storage, do diving, and then that.
Yeah.
I have never learned how to do the waterfall side.
Maybe these runners can do it without that, but I need 2 rupees to be next to each other. And if 2 rupees aren't next to each other, because you have to be able to grab 2 in one dive, because otherwise you don't have enough time. But I mean, the fall here was really good because there was like 2 clusters of 2, so he was able to do it. But Ryu might be able to do it without them being in a cluster, but I certainly can't. And that's another bomb bag. And that's because you need ZEL to get that bomb bag, right? Or scale.
Or a scale, which both are bomb locked. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and scale ZEL locked as well.
Yeah.
And some Deku nuts. Very, very helpful. But not logically required for anything. And vanilla Jabu would be nice, but no boomerang yet, so we won't be able to do much. I wonder if we check the boomerang chest though. Otherwise, I guess our other options are... We've not found Deku yet, have we? Or GTG?
No, we have not seen those yet. Oh, look, vanilla.
Oh, wow. Now we know for definite. You did call it. Nice work.
Now we're going to see a fairy check. That help?
Now Deku and Ice.
That's actually not the worst thing.
I
It'll
mean,
actually go much faster doing it as adult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my notes, I don't see an entrance for Deku, Dodongo, Spirit we have, and GTG, right? Oh, and Fire. Have we seen Fire Temple? We haven't seen Fire Temple either.
Wonder if those DLC boots are going to be required or not. Ooh, another big chest. Magic. Well, I'm going to say Forest Temple, pretty loaded so far.
Yeah, with your magic and hover boots. Not too bad. Yeah, Desert Colossus to Volvaggio is a bit munker because we won't have Requiem, so we got to trek over the wasteland. I mean, with we now have Epona, so we could at least get to Gerudo's fortress. So
and you have you can do it with hovers over the. So I mean, we can get to the wasteland.
Yeah, just time. We have what it takes. It just takes time. And yet we are in Spirit Temple, and there is a big chest over there. Strength 3, okay. Wow. Yes. Fine. Thank you. An unnecessary strength 3. It makes us feel good, I guess. Yeah, jump slash to get that silver rupee with no hover boots. You need to do a jump slash. But no keys. Who said we were going to be key locked? Alkaline, maybe. But yeah, we are definitely key locked. Yep, and real strength is strength 2. So we have Rudo's ladder, and we're unable to do Jabu without that boomerang. But with But with Rudo's letter opening up Zora's fountain, we're able to get into Ice Cavern. So it'll be interesting to see what's there. I mean, we're running out of options now. There's only a few things left, but that Deku and Ice Cavern is looking possible. Well, looking even more possible. It could be GTG and Ice. Yeah, we're still missing GTG, Deku, and Dodongo. We don't know what's in Spirit. Deku Tree. Do we know what's in Deku Tree? Did anybody pop into Deku Tree? We were all the way around it at one point.
Yeah.
That's the one I don't have. I didn't note that down.
I think was it Fire Temple?
It makes sense for it to be Fire Temple.
I know I think it is because everyone dipped it to see if it was a key or not on the first deck. I believe that's what it is. It's fire.
Cool. Okay, then so it's just Deku or it's just Deku or GTG. Oh, and Dodongo, excuse me. Ryu crashing through the Skulltula collection. He's now on 19. Need 30 for that boomerang. And we don't know what's on. Oh, we do have 10. We do have 20. Okay, so it's just that boomerang that we're waiting for. And 40 and 50 were both dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah, GTG could also be on Ice. It looks like we might find out soon because Ryu is back in River, so get that information about Ice Cavern.
About the worst thing he can see here is Deku. I mean,
I think we all want Deku now.
I see you can still do Deku, but you have to do. I think you have to do some weird kind of arrow strat if you don't have fire arrows or dens.
Yeah, Biggoron was Din's right, and we don't have a hint of the trade quest item at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot you could use. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I was thinking about something else. But yeah, fire arrows or Din's.
You can do it with a bow. It's just you have to. It's just not logic doing it.
Yeah. I wonder if Ryu would do it. But yes, we're gonna go for great boss kill. From Floosh, we're seeing the Skulltula that we never see. Well, and there are a few others that we never see, but very rarely see the Skulltula collection from Ryu.
Might as well while you're over here.
Right?
You're not going very far.
Is it really Skull 100? Is it number 100 in the list? I'm so ready for this entrance. Come on, Ryu. Like, I want to know what it is.
Show me DC.
Come on, Deku.
And we're both.
Ah! All right. Well, Ryu's probably happy. What have we got? Like a crazy amount of checks in GTG, right? 13 chests, 9 keys. He's got strength too. So, yeah, there's a few things that we could do here.
Right.
Starting off peering around. Oh, okay, so we've got one in the bow and arrow room. The statue room.
Yep.
I always call it the Metroid room because it reminds me of the statue from Super Metroid. That big chest, it's the lens. Deadly Thunder's called it. To see what the fairy has on Death Mountain Trail. Death Mountain Trail was part of Phantom Ganon, but we found a hook shot. But we were unsure as to whether the hook shot was the thing that we needed, right? That's a mirror shield. That's a mirror shield.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's useless, right? Because we're key locked out of Spirit Temple.
Yep.
And we still need that Dins from Biggorum, but we do not have the first trade quest item. Yeah, Ocarina of Time teaches Requiem of Spirit. So we will have to go over. So we will be trekking across the wasteland at some point. I don't think anybody's made it out to Gerudo Fortress yet on Restream, so...
Nope.
Mm.
Have access to it, just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see a frog. It's not in the Strength 2 room at the back, at least. We've got a few other checks to get, though. Nope.
Got one key at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think any of us use... Well, lots of people don't use the lens because you just know your way around the maze in Shadow Temple, but
Does it?
logically required.
I think in the settings it's turned. I thought all lens settings are turned off, other than Wastelands. Oh, that's gross. That's a prescription. But I thought in the actual logic when the randomizer rolls it, all are turned off, or expectations of doing it without. But anyway, happy 1 hour, everyone.
Happy 1 hour.
A little late, but
oh yes, we are a little late.
I'm new IT guy. My co-commentator is this Natasha.
Hello.
On tracking, we have.
So B. Ashlyn and Deadly Thunder, thank you so much for tracking today. Oh, Beth and Ainsley, sorry.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tracking today.
And then on Restream, we have Ryukane and Floshi. That's how you said it. Floshi, something like that.
A Flushy, then I
apologize.
should say that. Apologies, I thought it was Flush.
Floosh. Okay.
Oh, okay, all right. We got a couple of chests on the right hand side. Oh, is it just one? No. Oh, here, yeah, in the maze. Excuse me. Just the one. And
It's
that's
a
a hammer.
Oh,
Okay, so we have prescription and a hammer. Prescription is going to be needed so that we can get Din's fire, which is going to give us access to what's in the Shadow Temple, which is water, right? But we don't need to go there. And we also have a hammer for Fire Temple, which is needed for a medallion. Fire Temple was found in Deku Tree. The Wasteland is barren, or is foolish. Oh yeah, Colossus. Yeah, because Desert Colossus was on the way to Volvagia, right? So, what is in Colossus?
can't be hover boots for logic.
No.
You know where those are at.
It's not a t-shirt, because we just found that in
Well,
fishing.
it wouldn't be a t-shirt anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because of fewer tunic requirements.
Yeah.
Could be
Bolero.
Powder and Colossus, yeah.
Bolero, we found it already, right? We have Bolero. Bolero's in its...
Oh, yeah.
Bolero's vanilla. Vanilla, excuse me.
Right. Even with fear... Oh, do you still need it for the Volvagia fight? Past the lava room? Okay.
But that was in adult fishing, right? So you can get that with a hook shot. Yeah, what is in Colossus? And the songs we have left are Nocturne, we know where Requiem is, Suns and Time. Frogs 2 is a bow, but we found a bow already, so it's not that.
Do we know where Song of Time is?
We don't know where Song of Time is,
Song
but
of Time
Frogs
being out of Colossus would make sense for where it is inside of GTG for that hammer.
Right. But then, like, what? Oh, okay, so we can do something with a long shot for pixel shot. Yeah, I guess Song of Time for some of the checks that are like toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wouldn't be for Frogs too. Yeah, I might have to retire at that point as well, Deadly Thunder. Aiming on emulator is not easy.
Nope. I specifically take adult shooting out of logic when I roll my C's for that exact reason.
That's a good idea. See, I
cannot
can
do
do it, but oof, it's yeah. Sometimes we have some angry save stating.
I can barely do child shooting on emulator. I'm definitely not doing adult.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least I know where the next one comes up at. The other one's like, oh wait, am I gonna get over it? Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You need Song of Time for Hammer without all the keys. And did we find all the keys? Because
wait, where was GTG at?
GTG was in Ice Cavern.
Yeah, you can't get to Ice Cavern as a child, so yes.
That's what we all learnt yesterday.
Yep, that's why I had to check.
That was yesterday's lesson. What's today's lesson going to be?
GTG and Ice Cavern negates that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
That's today's lesson.
Yeah, the shooting games are really tough on emulator. Emulator's amazing to get started, but oof, yeah, you go through some...
It's hard to find a nice... Because you think you want to either raise or lower your dead zone on your controls, but it's hard finding a nice middle ground where you don't have to constantly mess with your dead zones.
I know, yeah. So then then I'm wondering why I'm messing up with my backwards walking, like because I only just flick the controller. I'm just like, what's happening? It's like, oh, because I messed with my dead zone again to try and fix the shooting situation
Trying to
again.
make shooting better.
Right. When you see some of these great runners who are on emulator and still manage to do that, like, how is this even possible? It's yeah, it's amazing. We're peeking over at the chest behind the blocks here. I did not. So if Flush saw that,
I think it's visible from that angle. So it's
wow. Okay. Well, he didn't. He had strength 2, so he could have got it. But oh no, wait. Yeah, can you pick up those ones? I can't remember. You can pick up those ones or not. Otherwise, or do you need the hammer? You need the hammer.
You need the hammer to clear the rocks, but if it's a big chest, I believe you can see it over there. But
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't have a hammer, so.
And that could be anywhere in GTG right now.
Mm-hmm. And we are going to see our entrance to GTG in a minute, unless Flush decides to do ye old awful horseback archery. Then maybe just slightly after that.
Well, he's going back for Epona, so he's probably gonna do. I mean,
it makes sense.
Like
it's best to do it now. Yeah. It's better to do it beforehand. Ryu's just stepped away from his
correct time of day for it. I mean,
right.
It wouldn't change if he went into the dungeon or not, but.
Nah, it's best to do it before. I don't know about Flush, but you have to do it before because otherwise you're likely to forget, right? So
also it depends on what that, because if he can clear whatever GTG is by walking into it, he's going to get worked out of.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Good old aiming.
Oh my goodness. We got Ryu in Fire Temple. Just found Furor's Wind. Useful. And horseback archery gives us nothing.
Absolutely nothing like usual.
That's the way we like it.
You always have to do it.
I know, because otherwise you just have it in your brain, don't you? Like, oh god, it's going to be something.
It's
right.
2 checks, and it sucks. Both of them suck.
Indeed. We found Furor's Wind in the Fire Temple. So Ryu's going through the Fire Temple right now with that shiny hammer he found in Buddha training grounds. Pardon?
Does he have Scarecrow set up?
I don't know. I mean, they've been to Lake, right? But as child as well.
That's a nice long shot.
Oh, here we go.
So, this is either DC or it's Deku.
Deku, come on. I'm going.
Well,
don't ever listen to me. I am always wrong. Donga go. Okay.
Deku out of Colossus. Gross.
Deku is out of Colossus. Yeah, so Deku Tree was Fire Temple, Dodongo's Cavern was Bottom of the Well, Jabu was Jabu, Forest Temple went to Ice Cavern, Fire Temple went to Forest Temple, Water Temple went to Spirit, Shadow went to Water, Spirit goes to Deku, Bottom of the Well to Shadow Temple, GTG to Dodongo's Cavern, and Ice goes to GTG. There you go. Ha 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 ha. Very nice, Geoterra.
Your sword is vanilla in Dungeon ER settings.
Yeah.
These weekly settings.
In these weekly settings, yeah. Kakiri sword is in its vanilla location. Too cool to pick up the Kakiri sword. Yeah, no worries. The settings are changing every 4 weeks at the moment, so it's it's hard to keep up. I have the overview of the settings. So vanilla spawns, open forest, open Deku, Kakiri sword is in its vanilla location. Simple dungeon ERs, we have our dungeon entrance randomizer at the moment, and required only. So only locations or items required to meet the goal will be guaranteed to be logically accessible. So Dodongo's cabin is a stone, so we don't actually need to do it. And I don't think it was path for anything, right? But we did get very early bombs. I guess it's quick, so you might as well go and get all the checks. What are we waiting on now for items? We need that boomerang for Jabu, so we need to get our
We need a
30
ring.
Skulltulas.
We need
We need a song. We need to cross Wasteland. But we have everything to cross Wasteland. We have a boomerang and we know how to get to Jabu. We can do Forest Temple because Floosh has already done it. Floosh is going on with Fire Temple as well and should be able to finish it.
We need a bottle of blue fire if they haven't unfrozen King Zora yet.
Was King Zora locking something?
No, but you have to unfreeze him to give him the prescription.
Of course. Yeah, we still have to do the
And
do things.
bigger on trade quest shenanigans. Oh, is that? I think that's who you give the prescription to.
Shadow Temple leads to water, and was water something?
Yep, logically we do need another wallet, but wow, that was a throw.
And there's another scale.
I still think Dodongo is the hardest boss.
What, because of 2 cycle?
Yeah, you can't one cycle and makes him clearly the hardest boss in the game.
Clearly.
No, honestly, Baronade's probably the worst, just because they suck at doing the cycles correctly.
Yeah, it's quite exact, isn't it? So when you need to do stuff, but it is cool. I haven't got Phantom Ganon down yet. A good Phantom Ganon fight is really cool. And you're rewarded with a t-shirt.
No, don't need that second wallet. At least not for that. I think that's clothing percent for us completed between the 2 runners.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this trick. Okay. There's back walking to go and get, and then rebounding to get this. Oh, hello. And very worth it. Didn't even check it as well. Oh, because you can't check it because we also today do not have any bomb chews. There's a couple of runs now that we've just not seen any bomb chews. So you couldn't even check the crate. You just had to do the trick. Yeah, there it is. There's still a way that we wouldn't need to get Din's fire, right? If we're not key locked in shadow. We don't need it for the shadow entrance because that goes to water. So we just need it for the keys for shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain was trying to work out what we need because water is a medallion. There could be something in water, but water is a medallion. If there's nothing, we won't need to go there. But yeah, I was piecing it together just now. But yeah, we could still get key locked in Shadow Temple. It'd be cool to see if that gets abandoned and then see what happens with her, like we saw recently. All right, Flush heading over to get the bottle. You don't know Flush's skull count at the moment, but they've got 20 skulls for a while ago, so maybe not too far off. And Ryu at the top of Fire Temple. Oh, nice. Nice fall. We not come across the boss key yet in Fire Temple.
There it goes.
For the longest time, I did not know that you could jump slash that button without moving the Song of Time. It caught me out like quite a few seeds. I was like, oh my gosh, that would have made life a lot easier.
I think by his facial expression, it's on Pierre.
And he didn't get it. That was weird because they definitely both visited, but yeah, just
Well, they.
Or maybe not visited as an adult. Maybe he didn't pick it up as an adult, but said it as a kid.
I don't think he said it as a kid because he went. I think he took the shortcut immediately after picking up Rudos.
Right.
Could be wrong.
I remember him taking the shortcut. All right, we're grabbing that blue fire. It's time for our trade quest. It looks like it could be Pierre locked, yeah.
Yep. I believe that's the only check that's left.
He was, after escaping and not doing the boss, then it must be there. And here's a bigger bomb bag in Zora's domain for Flush. Also going to be finding out soon that Jabu is Jabu.
What would Jabu be other than Jabu?
That is a very good point.
Doesn't make sense.
Jabu is a fish.
You open up a fish, find lava. I mean, does that really make sense?
Oh god. Fish has had perhaps some unfortunate choices in what fish has consumed.
Fish ate Taco Bell. This is the result.
Yeah. That's the price you pay for Taco Bell. I have no idea. I thought he was a big fish, but...
And if you didn't have the boomerang before, there's a nice convenient hint right outside the dungeon you need it for.
Oh, thank you, game. Thank you. That's exactly what I need. Oh, he's going for the rank test.
I mean, it's possible that it's a logical...
we don't have many things left.
A double dip. I mean, you're gonna have to do this anyway.
Right. I suppose you get a few Like, there's a few things you can do. I guess you can get Princess Ruto up here. You can get a few skulls as well. It could be a skull count thing, that if he's so close on skulls, we're like, okay, I can pick up a couple of skulls if I get...
Well, no, he can't.
Oh, because he doesn't
can't
have
collect any of them. Well, that's not true.
No,
you can
yeah,
collect
he can
the one on
collect
the
them.
vines. You can collect the ones on the vine in the basement, but the other two require a ring.
Yeah. I'm going to check to see how many he has now.
And he can't... Technically, you can get the other one without a ring, but you can't get to that area without a ring. So this is the only skull you can actually get. Because there's only 4 in Jabu, right? I think there's only 4 skulls in Jabu.
Yeah, because there's one that you miss because it's a bit of a pain to get to, so you rarely go there.
Oh, is
then
there
there's
5
that
then?
one. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Because there's 2 on the wall in the basement. There's 1 on that vine, and there's 1 on the one outside the. Okay, there's 4.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I think I'm thinking of a scrub.
Yeah, I was like, wait, there's another.
No, I think there's a couple of scrubs.
Yeah, because it's the scrub underneath the what you call it. On the other side of that Octorok, when you come out, there's a scrub, not a. I thought the same thing. I thought maybe it was a Skulltula that I just never get. We're seeing some Iron Field checks. I haven't seen these yet. What is this? This is Southern Remote Grotto right now? Wallet.
Money.
Yeah, it's a Southern Remote.
I don't think we saw anything in Jabu yet. So, but I guess Rudo's set up at the top, so that's something. And Flush going back to be an adult.
I guess that is a time save, since Rudo will.
Yeah, Rudo will stay at the top, right? So as soon as he comes back in, sure. Whether it's not a huge loss if it's a loss.
You just have to listen to her lecture you about what a crappy boyfriend you are.
Must be a better boyfriend.
How dare you make me wait?
There is enough time to do a check when we have a timer. There's is pretty generous on this time to get back. A Ryu Kane delivering on the trade quest. And setting Pierre.
No, he's confirming it.
Oh, confirming it, yeah, as an adult.
So he did do it as a child, he just didn't pick it up.
It makes sense.
And he's got iron, so he might as well do lab dive while he's over here. Even if it's out of logic. I mean, technically we know where the skulls are. Oh, he's doing eyeball frog though. Oops.
No lab dive check. But like you said, it's out of logic anyway, so. Where were the iron boots again?
We know where they were in Zora Domain Great Fairy, or Zora Fountain Great Fairy.
Oh yeah, thanks.
One of those Zora places.
One of those Zora places, hand wave.
Has a fountain in it, you know that one. But technically we know where both scales are at, so lab dive is technically logical.
I guess Ryu is going to get those iron boots now. Is he back here to go to GTG? He's picking up skulls.
Who?
Nope. Oh, sorry, Floosh. I said Ryu, didn't I? I meant
Oh,
Floosh.
yeah.
I was trying to work out why Floosh was back in Zora's Fountain. Well, he's got those iron boots now. That's a Desert Colossus hint. Nice, just dip under. Don't check what's well. I suppose you might have peeped what was at the bottom, but just dip under the entire fountain. And yeah, back into GTG. Oh, this is new for him. Okay.
Oh, he hasn't been here, right? Because
Right.
he doesn't have the hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just worked that out. So why is Floosh going back to GTG? No, because Floosh has not been to GTG. That is why.
And then he's gonna run into the hammer and the fire temple and the scarecrow and the all the other stuff. Ryu not liking seeing Bolero at Bolero.
Oh, he has a hammer, right? So he can get this fairy. Has he done it before? No.
We're gonna see Den's fire now.
Nice rebound on Floosh's side. And getting that silver rupee and doing the rebound is super satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're getting our Din's fire. In Shadows and Bottom of the World, do we have everything that we need to we would need now to do it, right? We've got strength, we've got a hook shot.
Yeah, we got everything.
We have Dins, so we're good to go.
We even have Ice Arrows, so Bongo is actually fully on Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Magic is in Forest.
Yeah, the only magic we've got has been in Forest Temple.
Which
wait, yeah, so he doesn't. God. Nope. Okay, yeah, nice one.
Technically, we are correct. We do have everything that we would need to complete it.
We, as a unit,
as a
two
unit
commentators, two
haven't.
runners. Yeah.
We know where everything's at. And he's missing hovers also because he hasn't been to Forest Temple.
Okay, so he really can't go there.
He is a forest away from Shadow.
Right. Yeah, so hopefully he makes that decision to go to Forest Temple and clear that out first. That would be a nice route. Forest Temple was in Fire, which he is at right now. So actually, that's a really great route. Oof.
Ooh. That's a nice technique to clear that rock.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Ryu could finish up Forest Temple now, then move on to Fire.
Yeah,
Maybe that
clear
would be
fire.
enough Skulltullers. So he's on 24 Skulltullers at the moment. That might be
There's 1, 2.
Forest has 5, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, entrance from central room, northeast outside, near boss. Yeah, it's a 5. But even if he doesn't get all of them, because you don't usually get all of them, then you've got whatever you pick up in Fire Temple as well. So by the end of the 2, you could have enough to do Jabu as well. Yeah, I mean,
I
we
have
might
an
just be...
official Ocarina of Time strategy here.
Oh, tell us.
There are 5 in the Forest Temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then another 5 in Fire Temple. So if you did run from Forest into Fire, then you could get that Forest into Shadow. Shadow also has 5, right? So if you get to Forest Temple and then went to Shadow Temple, you could also pick up just, by the easy ones the ones that are easy to pick up, you'd be easily have enough to get the 30. And Ryu's going to begin his trade quest, picking up the frog and making his way over to lab. So
Din is on bigger ones.
yeah, Din's on bigger ones, which is why Flush is doing trade quest. Now he's done Forest, he will be able to go to Shadow straight away if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no worries. Did Flush get right side GTG? We didn't actually see Flush do a lot in GTG, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I mean, it could be that he understands with the key situation that it wouldn't be required, whatever's in that chest, but I probably would still have picked it up. Can ask him about that afterwards, obviously.
So he doesn't have the hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he didn't go to the right side of GTG. But if he key counted, then he might know that it's not in logic and just decided not to get it. But that would be quite a bold strategy.
Well, it is in logic because you don't need the key count if you have hover boots, I think.
Oh.
Hold on, let me.
Okay.
I have the logic page tabbed. 1 second.
Yeah, take a look. Yeah, because I didn't know that. In GTG, we found the prescription and the hammer. Couldn't think of the word then. So yeah, it's most likely the prescription.
Oh no, it is. No, Central Maze right side is just child or it can't play Song of Time. It's the one below it's hover boots is the lava room back. You can do with hover room or with hover boots.
Okay, so it is key locked by the 9 keys. You need the 9 keys to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it may be he knew that he's not able to get 9 keys, and in which case it's not needed. But yeah, like I said, it's quite a strategy.
Well, it's going to have to be needed because you can't beat Fire Temple without the hammer.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That is true.
unfortunately,
So we do actually need 9 keys. Well, I suppose we have... Yeah, we do need the 9 keys.
at this point, Song of Time has to be on Burning Cack, I believe.
Or logically, at least we need the 9 keys.
Or it is on Temple of Time.
So we're heading into Spirit on Felicia's side, but we know we're going to get key locked at one point. And pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, there's, you can only, I don't think there are any keys in adult set.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to get locked out after those two.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... It's a pretty slow seed so far, but with sort of gentle progress. Gentle progress. But it's not too complex.
Hey, Jimbo. It's been interesting.
We have a few things on some of our sort of always sometimes hints which have been a bit like, so we have 30 boomerangs on 30 skull tollers. Din's was on Biggerin. There was a bow on Frogs 2, but we didn't need it. We found another bow. And Requiem is on Ocarina of Time. So, and we need to go across the wasteland. We need to go to Spirit Temple and to Desert Colossus because it is part of Volvagia, although we're not too sure what for yet because we already found Hammer in Gerudo Training Grounds. I guess if it's Song of Time, that's the song that would help us with the key thing in Gerudo Training Grounds. Because you got the song and there is a key. If there's a key in Toilet, then that would give us our... Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yep, Spirit's unbeatable. Oh, you need the Song of Time for Hammer regardless. Okay, then whether it's for keys or not, then you still need it. And that will be the thing which is in Requiem. In Desert Colossus. The song in Desert Colossus. Oh, Shadow Temple is in bottom of the well.
Yep. And Deku's out at Colossus.
Mm-hmm. So we know.
Yeah.
After sort of getting the items from Forest Temple, you able to.
Technically, Ryu's not in go mode. He's still, but he might as well be. He's missing lines in Valley, but he's just gonna do Wasteland Crossing without it, and then beat the sea.
So we're probably just looking at a lot
Deku's
of.
Open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm confused about the hammer on Felicia's side because GTG being an ice cavern's a bit of a pain to get back to get it. No, Felicia doesn't have it.
Yep.
He was in GTG. But yeah, just didn't pick it up.
So we need two. He needs 2 more skulls I think that's an 8. Maybe that's a 9. 1 to 2 more skulls for Rang. And then just
40 and 50 are dead.
zip through the dungeons.
Yeah, we haven't updated the command, but 40 and 50 and dead. The only thing which, the only skull count which matters today is 30. Let's backwalk over the wasteland. I need to spend some time practicing all of this in the wasteland. Yeah, Ryu does have a lot of things to do, but he can go mode them. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, after this, if I was him, I would go child, and then clear out Jabu, and then go mode the rest.
Everything else. Yeah. I see. I was going to ask you whether you just stay as an adult to get the Shadow and Fire done.
You have to. I mean, you could, but either way, you have an age change in there.
Right. It doesn't matter where it really happens.
Yeah. Where was Fire Temple again?
Fire Temple's in Deku. So it's like, where does it spit you out when you finish Forest Temple? Where does it spit you out? Does it spit you out by the tree? Because then you could
it does.
So then you just go into the tree and do Deku straight away. Do Fire, sorry, straight away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the dungeon ER makes it fun times. Okay, and there it is. Song of Time outside of in Desert Colossus, which is our path to Volvagia, and we have the Hammer in Gerudo Training Grounds behind the Song of Time.
Casey's skip is legal in weekly. It's not legal in tournament.
Yeah, you can KZ skip in weeklies as much as you like. And we have an adult Deku. Picking up a few Skulltulas, and we can have a check on. I think that's 28. Was that 28 for Floosh? And it's extremely quick Deku. I was reading in the notes this for this check you need the Hylian shield. If you have a mirror shield, it's not going to work because a mirror shield will just eat the Deku nuts.
Really?
Yeah, you find that when you try to like send a Deku nut back to a scrub. I mean, I guess most of us will use a hammer or a Deku nut without waiting for the scrub to spit it out. But yeah, the mirror shield will just eat the Deku nut.
Interesting. Did not know that.
And adult Goma. Let's go. How many hits does adult Goma take?
I think it's 2.
Nice.
With the big stabby?
Especially with the big stabby. Okay, and here we have Ryu facing off against Phantom Ganon. And then we'll see what he does straight afterwards. His tracker says he's in go mode. We haven't put him in go mode, I guess, without that boomerang yet. But yeah. Pretty much there. So he still has to pick up the boomerang with the 30 Skulltulas. His tracker does, like, UIT guy said, it looks like it's on 28 or 29, something like that. It's just got a few more to pick up. It looks like Flush is on his way to Shadow Temple, which is in bottom of the well. He has everything to do it, so it makes sense. That's going to be a long one for that Ryu still needs to do as well. This is odd. It's sort of hard to tell at the moment. Flush is a medallion up, but without that hammer, it's how much extra work is that going to be for Flush to go back to get that hammer? And also, why did he miss it in the first place? Maybe after trekking to the wasteland and seeing the Song of Time being on Desert Colossus, piece together that it's in logic. Hey, Apasha, welcome to the stream. Right, and then we go straight into Fire Temple and finish off Fire as well. Oh, but I forgot. We think the boss key is on thingy check, don't we? On Scarecrow check, Pierre. Ooh, and we don't know whether
confirmed it.
Yeah. Oh, he did, didn't he? Oh, yes.
Yeah, because this is the reason he dipped the last time.
Yes. Good. I had my heart skipped a beat then. I was like, oh god.
No,
Flush, yeah.
Flush
hasn't done it. He knows where it is, but he had to go back and confirm it. Yeah. Pierre's song. Yeah, no man. Yeah, didn't have magic to place Flawless Wind. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know why he's doing checks in here. Oh, I guess you still need keys, don't you?
Yeah. Keys are helpful.
Never mind me. I'll just be over here in the corner.
The amount of time that the Pierre check is required is just... You just think, this can't be possible. It can't be this many times it's needed. But alas, here we are, getting the boss key on Pierre once again.
Right.
Is this his 30th skull? No, 29. Okay, so he was on 28.
His tracker's
easily
really blurry, though.
Yeah, it is. He just can't... His tracker... No, because it's this one.
Yeah.
Sorry. We can see their the runners full streams, and he clocked up his tracker to 30, and we were like, But it was because he knew this last one was coming. Okay, so that's 30 confirmed for Ryu. Flush's tracker says 28 currently.
I believe that's what he's at, too.
So where's Fire Temple? Once he finishes Volvagia, where's Fire Temple going to deposit us? I'm confused where you end up.
the warp point for Bolero, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because outside of Deku, there's no... It's in Deku, but... Where was fire? It's in Deku.
The tree is on fire. Everything is on fire.
It will put you in Kikiri Forest. Okay, thank you, Jimbo. So yeah, that puts you in Kikiri Forest. I guess Shadow's not a million miles away. Shadow's in bottom of the well, so we could do that. Or I guess Ryu could decide to make his trek over to the wasteland. Or do as you said and just take this chance to go to Kid and finish off Jabby then. He's got 30 now, so given that he's far away anyway, he could just use just get back to the temple and age change and go do Jabby. Awesome, thank you.
Honestly, I would go mode Deku at this point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're in the forest already. You're in Kikiri Forest, right? So you're not a million miles away.
Yeah, I would say make the age change after, like right now. Because you know Shadow's foolish. There can't be anything in there you need, which you're in go mode at this point anyway.
Yeah.
And then just hike out to the desert as the
Get
last
it done.
thing you do. Well, no, as the last thing you do because you're never going to go back there.
Yeah. And happy 2 hours, everyone. We won't forget this time. Thank you so much, Zinedine, for reminding us. So thank you to new IT guy for commentating with me today. It's great to be back commentating with you. We also have our trackers, Deadly Thunder and Bethan Ainsley, and our runners today are Ryu Kane and Floosh. So happy 2 hours. Oh, who's our restreamer now? Our restreamer changed, right?
Yes. Zindane on restream. No?
I want to say, it's Zinedine or Zinda. I'm sorry if I'm saying it correctly, but thank you so much for also being our restreamer. Thank you. All right, so Ryu is actually headed over to Kakariko Village. So yeah, maybe it is that Shadow Temple which is next. Clear them up.
Or he also may be just going to get his rank.
Oh, he also needs to get his rank. Yes, of course. And I guess if you get the rank, you might as well do the Shadow Temple. You're here.
Yeah.
That's actually better routing. Come get the rank, do Shadow, then go and do your Jabu, do your age change Jabu.
Yeah.
He skipped the redead room before the boat. Does he have enough keys? No, he has no keys. 0 keys. Yeah, it's the anxiety that steps in when you skip a room. It's like, oh god. It's like, no, it's gonna be in there. As we have Floosh at the end of Shadow Temple and Ryu Kane at the beginning. Just a reminder of our settings today, seeing as we are going through Shadow Temple. We're on vanilla spawns with open forest and open Deku. Kikiri Sword was not shuffled, it was in its vanilla location, which neither runner decided to go and get. We're doing simple dungeon entrance randomizer, so if you're very confused as to why the runners are going into one dungeon and ending up in another, it's because we have a simple dungeon entrance randomizer on today. Apart from Ganon's Castle is vanilla. And we have required only, so only locations and items required to meet the goal will be guaranteed to be logically accessible. We saw that in Spirit Temple. We can't actually progress in Spirit Temple because of its location and being key locked. So and we don't have a command for the dungeon entrances, but just to recap, Deku Tree was Fire Temple, Dodongo's Cavern was Bottom of the Well, Jabu was Jabu, so it was vanilla. Forest was Ice Cavern, Fire was Forest, Water Temple was Spirit, Shadow was Water, and Spirit was Deku Tree. Bottom of the Well was Shadow Temple, Gerudo Training Grounds was Dodongo's Cavern, and Ice Cavern was Gerudo Training Grounds. Floosh is missing Hammer, which is in Gerudo Training Grounds. He did go there, but he didn't pick it up. And Ryukane has got the hammer and is also progressing through the dungeons. He should be in go mode now, right? With collecting the boomerang.
He is in go mode.
So he's in go mode. Floosh is just a hammer away from being in go mode. But we're unsure as to when he's going to go back to Gerudo Training Grounds to pick it up. And just a reminder, it is in Ice Cavern, so it's not the easiest thing to get to. Not that Gerudo Training Grounds is ever the easiest thing to get to anyway.
He also is missing, or he also has to pick up his ring.
Yeah, he will also have to pick up his boomerang as well. Yeah, he has got 30 Skull Talers now, so he can do that whenever.
Yep.
And that's a Forest Medallion for Floosh, and that would mean he can get a song as well. Is this Nocturne, this one? Can't remember what because Burning Cat was going to be sung. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's either Nocturne or Suns.
Mm-hmm. For some weird reason, I thought Burning Cat was Suns.
But since Water Temple is behind Shadow, it's not needed anymore.
No, it is Nocturne. Awesome. And he's ended up in the well again, obviously, because Shadow is in Bottom of the Well. I'm getting this now.
So you go to the place where the actual you get sent back where the actual
yeah, it was just those also those little ones like Bottom of the World, GTG and Ice also being in the mix. It was like, well, where are you gonna there's no boss. Well, there is bosses, but it's sort of ish, not really. Yeah, Nocturne on Prelude and Suns on Burning Cat. Thanks, Deadly Thunder. Where's Floosh on his way to now?
That's a good question.
Deku Tree to go do Fire Temple. But
he doesn't have a hammer. He's hammer locked out of Fire Temple.
So Ice to get so he's going to Ice to go and get the hammer and GTG. Okay, I was just like, how is it going to work out? But yeah, that's why he went that way. That makes sense. I guess I'll do the Minuet check, but that's probably... Actually, I don't know if it's faster to go from Minuet or whether it's faster to go from Bolero. Yeah, it'll be super quick. I guess he knew that there's a chest there, so it's highly likely to be it. And he got Pierre, and it's already set up in Fire Temple. I mean, this is close, right? Like, there's... Ryu has to finish Shadow and do Jabu and Deku. Well, Deku's going to be really fast, but he has to get over to Deku. Right. But it itself is going to be quick, but Deku is in spirit, like in Desert Colossus.
It's much closer now. Wow.
It's pretty close. Like, well, I mean, Flush is in GTG, so he at least suspects it as well. But he's gone the other way around, so it's going to take him a little bit to guess it, to get to the hammer. But Ryu still has to finish Shadow. Trek to Deku Tree in Desert Colossus, and then do Jabu, which is going to be easy. But he has to age change for that. But so does Flush. Flush still has to do Jabu as well. Fire Temple is pretty much set up for him to go, right? He didn't put a Furor's Wind, but he knows exactly where the key is. And that's it. Yeah, and he's going straight away. He got it. He's gone.
But does he know where... Did he dip fire already?
Maybe I'm getting the two of them confused because I didn't know which one dipped fire and which one didn't. So yeah, okay. So if it was Ryu and Flush hasn't dipped fire yet, then yeah, he's going to go through it.
He does have Scarecrow's song set up.
So he'll find it straight away.
Yeah, he'll be able to clear it. He just may not figure out that it's Pierre immediately.
Right. So yeah, this is... Okay, cool. Thanks, General Hayes. Okay, so yeah, so it's not... But it's quite close.
Yeah. But, I mean, Pierre's probably the last one you're going to check, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would check it on the way. If I had Pierre, I would check it on the way as I was progressing through the dungeon. So as soon as I got to that second level in the boulder room, then I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll go up and check Pierre because I've got the song. I think Wasteland is throwing it off. Like, if Ryu didn't have to trek across Wasteland, I'd be like, okay, well, we're just waiting now for Ryu to take it. But
yeah,
with the Wasteland trek, it's
Wasteland trek plus an age change in there because both runners are going to have to change ages at least once.
Yeah, so it just cancels it out, right? Both of them have to do. Although, oh no, they both did the 30 check. So yeah, but that Jabu thing just cancels it out because both of them have to do it.
No, it doesn't. Because Flush cleared the bottom part of Jabu.
He did. He took Princess Ruto to the higher level. So when he goes in, Princess Ruto is going to be on the higher level.
Yeah. So it doesn't quite cancel it out. He's half a Jabu ahead.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. And it's hard. It's so hard to quantify because they need to do different. Well, they need to do different things.
Well, in Fire, with where the boss key's at. I mean, Fire is going to take longer than normal also.
Yeah. Is Ryu going to get this shot from the boat?
Oh. You're going to try for it.
Come on.
Just count the number of arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Nice. Very nice. I've done it once. It was a great day. Yeah, so Flush has a Deadly Thunder says Flush has an advantage for Jabu as Ryu has gotten all the long dungeons out of the way. So yes, there's a bit of a cancel out. So yeah, it could be a really close finish. Now, did this room have keys? It must do. He's on 0 at the moment. Yeah, so it would have been required.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a bit of a risky play. Like, what are we talking about with Shadow Temple? 12 checks, 5 keys. You need all of the keys, right? You can't scrimp on any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a chance there wouldn't be a key. There were 2 chests in there. Without... well, he has Furor's Wind. So I guess could have done something without it, but would have been a bold move. Nice one cycle bongo for Ryu. And Shadow Temple's in bottom of the world, so it's going to stick the teleport link right outside of the bottom of the well entrance. I will see where Ryu decides to head after that. It would be jabby time for me. I think I'd be going over then. Get me some sticks. We need some sticks.
I think he's gonna trek across the wasteland.
Yeah.
It's probably the best play for him is just to trek it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he may just go back.
Well, thank you, Light Arrow cutscene, for our full seed bag, all the slingshots, and there's our Nocturne on our prelude check. Yeah, so Shadow Temple locking Nocturne.
Yeah,
it's a new one.
I mean, this is also possibly the fastest play, because you get shortcut into domain, and then you go back adult for wasteland, and then you just warp back for Ganon.
Yeah, I guess what's the thing? You go back adult, so you're in market, and then you just got to take a Piner over into Gerudo Fortress. There's not really much, and then walk over. There's not really much other thing that you could do. And I guess you could walk to Lake Hylia as an adult, and then take a Piner from there. Is that faster though? With you having to?
Yeah. It's probably faster if you.
Okay, so he'll go
warp to Hylia and call Epona.
Right. So Ryu's on his way to finish Jabu, and then after this he'll be going over to the Wasteland, changing to an adult, going to the Wasteland to do Deku Tree, because we're an entrance randomizer, and Deku Tree is out by Spirit Temple. And Floosh is in Fire Temple trying to find the boss key, which we know is in the Pierre check. So he's got it. Oh yeah, because he's now here. I wasn't paying attention. So he's on his way to finish off Volvagia, and then he will also be doing an age change to go to Jabu. I think Floosh might have this.
I think he does now, because of how quickly he found that boss key.
Right. If he's left it till the end, as you said, it'll be a little bit closer. But with Ryu having to trek over the wasteland, if he could go straight to the dungeon, that would be a different story.
Yeah. Honestly, it'll come down to execution, because even a mistake in the Ganon fight can cost it.
Yeah. You get to see this awesome execution on this Volvagia fight. We do it this way to prevent Volvagia from coming out of the ground and wasting time, so we can get the one cycle. It's not easy. And that's Fire Temple for Floosh. And then we'll be heading straight to the Temple of Time for the Age Change. Back over to Jabu. That's Ryu's still in Jabu. They might cross over locations very briefly. As our Lax Deku seed bag, thank you again. I know, I'm still working through that Volvagia trick myself. So there's something to do with the rhythm at which you place the bombs. It needs to be done in a particular timing to count to 3. I have people say count to 3, but then it's like, how fast? But yeah, I think it's just as one explodes, you lay the other one or something. Well, Serenade has actually become quite useful in this seed to get us back to Hylia so that we're able to dive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually when you get Serenade, you're like, no thanks, I guess. But this one's actually been very helpful. So it's helpful as a child when you don't have Prelude, but we found Prelude very early today, as Prelude was in Long Long Ranch, so it wasn't so helpful for warping away, well, back to Hyrule Castle, but it has been very useful to get us into a river. Or Zora's Domain, sorry. Well, GG's to Alexis, finishing in first place with 222 on the dot. Well done. Yeah, GG's.
That's 2 restream victories this weekend.
Right?
Or two weekly victories this weekend.
Yeah, good going.
Wow.
Our restream is not too far away.
No.
Floosh in particular. Floosh just about to finish off Jabu, and then we'll be age changing again and taking on Ganon. Ryu's not far. However, he just needs to trek over Wasteland to get to Deku Tree because the entrance randomizer, he would need to trek over Wasteland.
And that's a considerable distance without Requiem.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go for the classic box skip because he has to.
Oh, first try. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's amazing. I've abandoned box skip now. Huh? Oh, box skip. No, I abandoned it. I tried it. I abandoned it. It's like,
oh,
this
no,
is
I
not
need to learn the boomerang strat.
Oh, the boomerang, yeah. Oh, this one I like more than the box skip. This one's okay. I think there's a few people. Ryu looked like he went off the ledge and then climbed back up. I find a spot on the ground, which I know it works, and a thing like a particular thing to look at, and then make the move. Right, and here is Baronade for Ryu. Oh gosh, beautiful. All right, just the last bit now. And you want Baronade to hit Baronade or get Baronade to hit you at some point to stop it from doing its It like shoots you out with some kind of electric laser thing or something.
It's when you take damage, it comes back up from the ground. Otherwise, it takes forever for it to come back up.
Yeah. So you get it to come back up out of the ground earlier, so you're able to progress with the fight.
Yeah. Jeez, this is close.
Right?
Luckily, he has to face the hardest mini boss in all of the game right now, so this could take him a minute. We'll see what happens.
The hardest mini boss. An octopus. Yeah, I have a different way of dealing with this because I'm not able to do this trick. But yeah, this trick where you take damage and then you phase behind it with some iframes and perfect.
I don't know. We'll see. Make it back up. Oh, no, didn't get back up.
Can that happen?
No.
He did a jump slash.
Wishful thinking.
Make it closer.
Yeah.
This is the room though, which is the worst room in Jabu. Not a problem for Flush though. If that Ultra Rock gets you, just off.
Does he not have the hint? That this is Water Temple and not Deku?
Oh. So does Ryu not know where it is? Okay, yeah, he doesn't seem so happy about that. Okay, he must not know that
Yeah, he must not know that it's out at Colossus.
Okay, well, if he didn't know, then you can't.
Now.
Well, he knows now, yeah. But you can't forgive him for trying because that's definitely the one you tried first.
He must not have had the hint for it. That makes more sense now. I forget where the hint for that was, but I know it was hinted.
Yeah, I actually think we managed to find both of them, but I'm the same. I'm bad at remembering where the locations of the hints were. But I mean, yeah, it's looking very close if that's the case. It's getting further apart.
A marinade fight there, or a suboptimal one.
Right. Ryu's already an adult, and Flush still needs to age change, but Ryu does need that trek over Wasteland.
Yeah.
And that's all the medallions for Flush, and he's now heading to age change in Ganon's castle.
Yeah, he's gonna get to the closest ledge he can stand on.
Right.
Yeah, I think that does it.
I just don't. Even with that super quick Deku, I can't see Ryu getting there.
No.
Right, like the wind opponent.
You would have to do a pretty quick dense fire roll into a jump slash recoil into a dense fire into a.
That would be epic.
A recoil into a. Oh, he still has to do Carpenter too. Yeah. Unfortunate.
That means he never went into Dodongo's cavern because Flush did. Flush completed Dodongo's cavern. There was nothing there though, if I remember correctly, or maybe. Oh no, there was. Did we find a scale on Dodongo's cavern? I think we might have done. That's where he got his god scale. Was Dodongo's cavern?
Yeah.
Not that it was needed, but. Oh yeah, that's a good point. He did find it there and then... Yeah, no, he doesn't have a gold one. You're right. Yeah, so he found it there. He didn't have to go back to Well to go get it because he found it in Dodongo's cavern. Yeah, General Hayes is right.
Oh, that's right. He wouldn't have known which one of the three was left. So he has to check all of these.
Which of the three what?
So he didn't know that which one DC was versus which one.
Yeah, so he has to check GTD as
Yeah.
well.
I mean,
Which
not
we
a
know
great
is
time
Rio's
loss,
Cavern.
but it's still adds up.
Yeah, which is interesting because Ryu tracked more of the logical play by getting the bottle, getting Zelda's Lullaby and Ice Cavern. Well, they both did that, but then finding that scale within Bottom of the World, which then got Rudo's letter. So like that was more of a logical play. Flush finding that scale and Dodongo's Cavern allowed him to skip part of that. And here's Ganondorf going to tell us the location of the light arrows were in Kakariko Village.
Mm-hmm.
The hobo on the roof.
No one will have ever found them there.
No one will ever found them. It's not, the fourth check that we often go to in most runs.
Right.
Well, if you start as an adult, I guess. Right, nice jump over, hit him with the bottle, light arrow hit, and then that rhythmic thing where you're waiting to Ganon look right, hitting him. Oh, we got bigger in sword, right? So, or we jump. No, it's jump slashing on the. I forget with Ganon, you want to jump slash on the Master Sword, and then that's what you want to use. Mm-hmm. And here we go. We got the last boss in the game and the first boss in the game on Restream. Very nice. As Ryu is finishing off Goma. Flush just about to hand it to
Now
Ganon.
you do a backflip into the portal while holding the ocarina, and then it'll be in the Ganon
It's
fight.
so
It'll be
possible.
so close. We'll get disqualified for doing it, but we're probably for doing it.
Yeah, that's a weekly stream and to disqualify for props, but yeah, Deku at Spirit and their Acts of Requiem. It was really nasty. It was a really nasty last one as well. Like to have to make the trek all the way over there. Yeah, you're not wrong. His second phase Ganon for Flush. As Ryu makes the trek into Ganon's castle. Oh wow, this was close. Yeah, the Spirit in Water Temple was good. Very quickly denied in Spirit Temple with that being locked in by keys. And that is a GG's for Flush. With a time of 2:34.17. Ah, GG's Flush. Amazing. Yeah, what a race, right? So close towards the end. And like lots of divergence as well between the two going different directions almost instantly. A few standard things at the beginning, but yeah, there was a tracking a little bit when they came together in a few areas, but generally speaking, just went off in completely different directions. Crashed through with the medallions at the end as well. We went so much of this seed without any more medallions, and just picked them all up in the last like 40-50 minutes. Yeah, well, GG's to iCoda in 4th place with 234 or 234.53. And near snipe, right?
Oh, it looks like we are getting in review.
Okay.
GG's.
Thank you.
GG's, Floosh, well done.
Everyone, thank you. This
How
was
did
a
you find
tough
the
one,
seed?
a tough one to at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to ask you, that hammer in GTG, you went back to go and get it. How come you didn't pick it up when you were there the first time? Oh, did you go there only once? Were we mistaken?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah, there was a big change behind Song of Time.
Mm-hmm.
And in Colossus, I was absolutely not thinking about Song of Time song. I was more focused
That's
on
what we wondered.
Fairy Fountain or Nocturne, actually. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, Song of Time was too. Oh yeah, but this was too. I mean, this is not common, so yeah, I wouldn't have thought that Song of Time could be. Yeah, I just it just kind of forget.
Yeah, well, it worked
Just
out in the end as you headed straight back there, right, to get the hammer, and then just went through the last few checks. That was good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When I saw Song of Time, I just remembered about the big chess in GTG, which was yeah. So I couldn't like gamble at the, so far like the river chess in water. I couldn't commit for that. Yeah, I need to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I need to come back with GTG, of course. But yeah, when I got this prescription, I thought I was in go mode basically because yeah, I just want to focus about the Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
Colossus area, since I've got the hint a few minutes ago before GGG. But yeah, that's how that's how it is.
Yeah.
But
You also
that's
found.
fine.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a fine spot. First spot is actually very good.
Yeah, definitely. You also found a scale in Dodongo's cavern. The other scale was in Bottom of the Well, but you didn't have Zelda's Lullaby when you went to Bottom of the Well. So you got bailed out with the scale from Dodongo's cavern, which was nice.
Yeah, totally. At that actually, yeah. After DC, I've bailed out from Fortress, from the Desert Crossing.
Mm.
I didn't cross because I was like focused on that strength in River Path of Barinade. So basically, at least strength 2, and I was thinking about an AD for Requiem, for Jabu in Spirit, but that was like a huge hypothesis. Since you need to clear Jabu in Child, so you would need Requiem for sure. So that's why I didn't cross the Desert, because yeah, if your Jabu was in Spirit, I must have done the AD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were confused about the. Oh,
path
sorry. Go ahead.
wasn't the strength. The path was the bottle.
Well, yeah, the baller, yeah, and in the end was a baller, so yeah, just too bad because yeah, this was the first baller available, I guess, for Ice and ZL and Eponas and so on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's once you get the bottle to go to Ice Cavern and then get Zelda's Lullaby, a lot of stuff opened up after that. Yeah, but it was that route. We were confused as well. We thought it was strength. GG's to
Yeah.
UK and finished
I would
sixth.
have been so proud about this scenario, and also with that strength from Dompe's grave, Dompe digging. That would have been so powerful for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because you managed to get gold. You managed to get strength 3 as well, didn't you? You got the gold gauntlets, but we knew they weren't needed today, which was sad because they would have been valuable yesterday, but not today.
Yeah, that would be so amazing. That chest I shouldn't have picked up just to spare some time, but yeah, I just wanted to. I was curious. That's all. I was in spirit because I hoped to go to Colossus from through spirit.
Yes, because you can pop out the hands, right? And then you could be in Desert Colossus through that route. And Desert Colossus was path. Yeah, we didn't talk about that actually, but yeah, because of Entrance Randomizer, you could have popped out of the hands and been in Desert Colossus, which would have been helpful. But you were key locked in spirit, right? So couldn't continue.
Yeah.
That was frustrating.
Yeah, so that's kind of lots of time, for that.
Yeah, we were sort of talking about spirit and its location and how useful it could be in this situation. So, yeah. How do you like Entrance Randomizer as being part of standard settings?
As standard settings, I think it's a spicy question. Because I'm speaking with my heart of Random Things Leagues player. So I kind of like Cringer is pushing too much for standard, but the thing is that we need also to innovate, I think, because this can be very tame after a 7th season with like semi settings as always. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm newer to it, so I like it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. So, simple interiors were tough. Oh, GG's, welcome Ryu. GG's.
Yo, bro, GG's.
Yo, GG's. Thank you.
How did you find the seed?
Kind of annoying, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 dungeons go mode. Do that.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, my go mode was the magic in forest.
Yeah, we saw at one point that you had effectively everything that you needed to go forward, like the route that you were going to take, and picking up at the Skulltullahs meant that you could finish off a lot of the dungeons. There was a few things that Flush had done previously, but he had to run back and get the hammer in GTG. So for a long time we were quite confused as to what was going to happen between the two of you. It ended up being very very close. But yeah, there was a lot of activity in the beginning with not any medallions, so I can understand why you think it's frustrating.
And the fact that we like everything was locked behind the bottle, that alone was kind of frustrating.
Did you work that out pretty quickly?
I did, because I got the bottle, I got the hookshot, so I went straight into forest, which was ice. And when I found out that the song in ice was ZL, I kind of immediately knew that it could just be for ZL.
Yeah, your dip into your dip into bottom of the well you could do completely, whilst Flush couldn't, because Flush dipped into bottom of the well without ZL. So he found a scale in a different location.
Wait, what was the other scale then?
Dodongo's Cavern, which you found later because of it being in Gerudo Fortress, a GTG location.
Wait, was that behind Zia as well?
Yeah, because
it had to be, right? Eponas was... Eponas was in graveyard? I see, yeah. Okay, forgot about that.
I wanted to be proud about my strength in the river.
Yeah.
I would clearly have an ADC, this one, for Spirit, for getting to Jabu in the with Requiem.
So did you ever find where the other strengths were? Because I found all three strengths.
Dompe's digging.
Yeah. I waited 1 minute for this shit. because of time of day. And
Yeah.
I thought my time of day was better than that. So I ended up
we were-
waiting for way too much time.
For a couple seconds there, we were wondering what you were doing other than torturing the poor Tektite.
It was so good.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for nighttime, but nighttime didn't want to come. So yeah, Tektite was the play here.
Yeah, so just the running around Tektite was quite funny. Yeah, how do you like entrance randomizer on the standard settings, Ryu?
I do enjoy it. As a casual player, I think it's a pretty good setting. I'm not sure about competitive. Like, if it goes into main zone, I'm not sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
But for a weekly standpoint, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's definitely been offered something different, and yeah, it's nice to figure out the routing. It gets confusing quickly, but
Yeah, I will admit that Deku being inside of Spirit with no logical access to Requiem is kind of dirty.
that was evil. Yeah. that was-
Anyone found the lens?
It's in
Yeah.
Where's the lens?
Creighton Valley.
Just after DC, that's what I went to Valley.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Floosh-
It's in the
Floosh
box,
did the
huh?
back
Yeah.
walk.
Oh, so it says 0? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was a great backwalk and rebound to
Fancy.
get that lens. Yeah, especially without any chews. And no chews today. We didn't pick up any bomb chews. There was no chews yesterday either. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, that was a little bit tricksy.
Yeah, can we talk about Mido's house as well?
Would it all be in hell?
All art.
Yeah, I
Yes.
opened all 4 of them. I was thinking, okay, I'm never opening a hard chest anymore.
Other hard chest, yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, Mido's house bit, yeah, and it was unfortunate Kikiri Forest was foolish. Check that, was just found incredibly late to not make a difference at all. Yeah, child spawn and then Kikiri Forest being foolish is not fun. Yeah. We also had vanilla Ruto's letter in Lake Hylia, which was interesting. And then, Pierre Key as well. So there was a few interesting things today.
Oh, damn, this BK.
Yeah, it was not nice.
Every time I think, okay, it's a 1 in 14 or something odd that I cannot clear fire. And obviously I get destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
But the big area in Shadow was nice actually for the logical reading, the key layout and so.
oh, where was it? I can't remember.
Actually, you had 4 keys before BKHS, which was in the Silver Rupee rooms, with the Gibdos.
Yeah.
And since you had a path for Bongo in GTG, which was like basically the Tinsfire, you knew that the last key would be behind the wood walls. Yeah, wood walls.
Dude, I even forgot about that.
Yeah, so you could have
I found
skipped
I found the prescription. I was like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm gonna have to go back.
Just go. Yeah. Yeah,
you're
that's a good
absolutely right,
point.
yeah.
I didn't think about that because we were talking about the logic of getting Din's Fire and whether Din's Fire was not going to be necessary because you didn't need it to access the temple because the temple it was behind Shadow Temple entrance was Water Temple, which was a stone, but then you might still need it in Shadow to get keys in the room, which you did. There was a key there, so.
So did you
so-
actually skip all those checks before the Din's Fire room? Yeah, I didn't even
so-
think about that, but since we had 4 keys and the BK already, I guess you could just stroll right into the back of Shadow instantly. And
Exactly,
not bother
yeah.
with everything. Did you do that? Nice. That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
good.
because Shadow Pot, slow room.
Yeah, that's really good logic reading. I didn't think about.
Yeah, I
was-
think Deadly Thunder spotted that you missed that room. She said
Thank
you
you.
were bolder than she would be, but yeah, and I felt the same. So, yeah.
I mean, I had 5 dungeons to complete in Go mode. I was not looking at my notes, so
yeah.
that's my defense right here.
Yeah, as a rush feeling.
Yeah. There was also another thing. I think Ryu, you got Din's Fire, and then we're like, oh, you could do Shadow Temple now, but you hadn't done Forest Temple at that point, and you needed Magic and Hover Boots from Forest Temple, so you had to dip into Forest Temple to get. Well, you had to finish Forest Temple to get those before you could do the rest. So it was quite a difference between the two of you because Flush had already done Forest Temple, but you took very different paths actually, and almost from the beginning. So it was super interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious. When did you get to Forest actually? Because in my routing, I never went to the Goron area though. I think the first time I went to Goron City and DMC was when I went to get Din's Fire on Big Goron. Also Bolero Vanilla.
Wow,
That sucks as well.
That's insane. Because I got my hookshot in Child. I was doing the routing Child 2 with the bomb back and Skull Kid. And I got and I did the loop, Goron City, DMT, CAC to open the wild entrance in Child.
Yeah, I did that as well. But then after that, when did you go to Forest?
After Ice, I think.
Oh, because you
Ice,
didn't.
yeah.
Oh, you hadn't done Ice at that point yet. Because in my Child 2 I had the scare, so I went to get Rudos. So I went into Jabu, saw that it was Jabu, so I couldn't do it. And then when I got back as adult, wait, what did I do? I think I went
To the Water Temple.
into. Oh yeah, I went into water because I forgot about the hint.
Yeah, we were confused. We were wondering why you went there. And we just didn't know if you'd not got the head or not.
Yeah, I saw Spirit Temple, and I was going to write it on my note sheet, and then I saw that I had already gotten the hint. I was like, well, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna use my strength to here. For nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well check it if you didn't remember or didn't note down the hint, rather than checking over the wasteland.
Yeah, so I went there, and then I think I went straight to Ice and did all of GTG. Yeah, I think that was my reading. Yeah.
Yeah, because before the scale, I wouldn't commit to go to Ice Entrance.
Yeah, that was out of logic for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's why.
Awesome.
And shout out to Alexis Time, and I don't know how he did it.
Can someone enlighten me as to how did Alexi route his seed? Because 222 is pretty bonkers.
It's bonkers, and even my backtracking and so or.
Because I know I messed up a lot in execution, in routing, and everything in my seed, but 18 minutes, I'm not sure about that. So there's something that he did that paid out massively, I think.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Some maybe Alexi will tell us later. Maybe come on restream at one point. That'd be nice. Yeah, that'll be good. And no light arrow casino today because you got light arrows really early, so it was it was nice. Yeah, so frustrating, but maybe not completely. Not too bad.
Good having worse.
Right. Any other comments from the two of you?
Next time I get into a stream, please make it a nice seed.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
I'm done. I'm done from now.
Yeah, it's time to have a rest.
Nothing to add.
All right, cool. Okay, any other comments, new IT guy?
No, I don't have anything.
Yeah, it's time for lunch. All right, well, I think Zinadine's here. Welcome, Zinadine.
Hello.
Hey. I will hand over to you.
Alrighty. Yeah, GG's to the runners. Fantastic race. I appreciate you guys letting us restream you today. Thank you to our trackers, Beth and Ainsley and Deadly Thunder, and of course to our comms, Natasha and IT Guy. So thank you for all of your work. Thank you for helping us put this restream on. Yeah, we have a pretty full Sunday. For the rest of the day on ZSR3, we have the ALTTP NMG race coming up at 2 Eastern, and then another AD keys and that'll be on right here on the main channel at 4 Eastern, and then we might have a Wind Waker rando coming up again, right? Maybe on ZSR3 or maybe here. We're not sure yet. At 1 Eastern. So just keep that posted. And if you want to see the full schedule, we have !schedule as a channel. So until then, we will raid over to the main channel for the rest of their NMG League Season 4 Palace Division. So thank you everyone for coming out, and hope you have a great rest of your day.